A National Geographic crew set sail toward an island no outsider survives. As their boat neared the shore, figures stepped out of the trees, painted, silent, holding long bows. Then the arrows came. One struck the director in the leg. The crew spun the boat around and fled for their lives. No documentary, no footage, no second chance. This island sits inside modern India. Planes fly over it every single day. Satellites pass above it constantly. And yet no human can set foot there. Not scientists, not governments, not the army. So what exactly is this place, and why, in an age of drones, GPS, and space stations, can we still not go inside? The obvious answer is fear, a tribe that kills every visitor. But that answer is completely wrong. The real reason nobody goes there has nothing to do with arrows. It's something you cannot see, something invisible you carry inside your own body. And once you understand it, you'll see this island completely differently. Welcome back to the channel. Today we travel far east of India, about 1,400 kilometers into the ocean, to the Andaman Islands. This is Indian territory, dotted with towns and villages. Its busiest city is Port Blair, with an airport connected to the rest of the world. Ships and flights arrive here every day. But just 50 kilometers from that city lies a place frozen in time. It's called North Sentinel Island. Tiny, only about 50 square kilometers, yet it hides an entire world. Dense forest covers every inch, forming a wall of green around the island. No satellite, drone, or camera can reveal what lies beneath the canopy. On this island lives a tribe that never joined the modern world. No electricity, no phones, no roads, no writing. Nothing we depend on today. We don't know their language, their names, or even exactly how many people live there. Some experts estimate only a few dozen. Others believe there may be a few hundred. Either way, they are among the most isolated people on Earth. What we do know is that they've lived here for thousands of years. Just 50 kilometers from a modern city, a Stone Age way of life still survives. They hunt, they fish, they gather food just as their ancestors did. They build simple shelters, travel in narrow canoes, and make fire using ancient methods. To understand why, we have to go back much further. Around 26,000 years ago, sea levels were far lower. Back then, this wasn't even an island. It was connected to the Asian mainland by land. Some of the first humans leaving Africa may have crossed through this region. Then the ice melted, the oceans rose, the land bridge disappeared. These people were cut off from the rest of humanity. The outside world kept changing. Empires, machines, cities, the internet. But for them, this island remained the entire universe. The outside world only discovered them much later. In 1789, the British reached the Andaman Islands. They ignored North Sentinel. It seemed too small to matter. For nearly 80 years, nobody returned. Then, in 1867, everything changed. A trading ship struck the reef just offshore. More than 100 survivors reached the beach. They believed the island was empty. They waited for rescue. On the third day, they discovered how wrong they were. The tribe emerged from the forest and attacked with arrows. The Royal Navy rescued the survivors just in time. Humanity's first major encounter with the Sentinelese ended in violence. For 13 years afterward, nobody dared return. Then, in 1880, British Administrator Maurice Portman arrived. He had an ambitious plan: capture a few islanders, treat them kindly, then return them home with gifts. He believed it would build trust. Portman landed and searched the island for days. Eventually, he found a family: 2 adults, 4 children. He seized them all and brought them to Port Blair. This is where the real story begins. The Sentinelese had lived in isolation for tens of thousands of years. Their immune systems had never encountered our diseases. Viruses that cause us a mild cold could be deadly to them. They had no antibodies, no resistance, no protection. Within days, both adults became sick and died. Portman panicked. His plan had completely failed. He gave the 4 frightened children gifts and returned them home. In his diary, he admitted the expedition had been a disaster. It had only deepened the tribe's fear of outsiders. But there was an even darker possibility. Those children may have carried diseases back to their people. A single outbreak could have killed many more, and the tribe may have blamed outsiders for every death. This is the invisible reason nobody can safely visit. It isn't just that the Sentinelese might kill you. You might accidentally kill them. One handshake, one cough, one virus that could erase an entire people. After Portman's expedition, their hostility toward outsiders only grew stronger. For decades, anyone who landed risked being killed immediately. Bodies were left on the shore as a warning. The message was simple: stay away. To them, every stranger arriving by sea looked like a deadly threat. Then, in 1947, India gained independence. The Andaman Islands became Indian territory. Overnight, the Sentinelese legally became Indian citizens who had no idea India even existed. the government decided to attempt peaceful contact. In 1967, anthropologist Trilokanath Pandit led the effort. He circled the island by boat, leaving gifts in the water: coconuts, bananas, metal tools, simple offerings of peace. Slowly, over many years, the arrows became slightly less frequent. He wasn't trying to conquer them, only to patiently earn their trust. In 1974, National Geographic arrived to film a documentary titled Man in Search of Man. The crew included security, filmmakers, and Pandit himself. Their plan was simple: leave gifts, film from a safe distance. For 3 days, they floated offerings toward the shore. Then they moved closer. Everything collapsed. The tribe destroyed the gifts. A storm of arrows followed. One arrow struck the director in the leg. The crew abandoned the documentary and retreated. The few distant images they captured remain some of the only real footage ever recorded of the island. But Pandit refused to quit. Year after year, he returned with gifts. Then, in 1991, something remarkable happened. Members of the tribe walked into the water and accepted gifts by hand. For the first time, there was peaceful contact. Anthropologist Madhumala even stood among them. For a brief moment, two completely different worlds almost met peacefully. But peace never lasted. In 1981, the cargo ship Primrose ran aground near the island. 30 crew members waited desperately for rescue. Soon, dozens of armed islanders approached. A helicopter evacuated the sailors just in time. The rusting wreck of the Primrose still rests on the reef today. You can even see it on satellite imagery. Eventually, Pandit retired. The visits stopped. India permanently closed the island. Navy patrols now guard the surrounding waters. Nobody is allowed to approach, for any reason. Still, some people ignored the warning. In 2006, 2 fishermen drifted too close while sleeping. The tribe killed them. Their bodies were left on the beach. For 12 years, nobody attempted another landing. Then, in 2018, 26-year-old American John Chau arrived. He wanted to bring Christianity to the tribe. He paid local fishermen to take him near the island. He reached the shore. He was killed almost immediately. His body was never recovered. To this day, nobody knows how many remains lie on that beach. And this is the truth many people miss. India's law doesn't exist to protect us from the Sentinelese. It exists to protect the Sentinelese from us. Their arrows aren't guarding hidden treasure. They're protecting the only defense they have left. A single disease from the outside world could wipe them out forever. So the law keeps everyone away, by force if necessary. Today, the policy is simple. Watch from a distance. Do not interfere. Most anthropologists now agree that leaving the Sentinelese alone is the only humane choice. Nearly every attempt at contact has ended in death, violence, or disease. They may be the last truly isolated people on Earth. A civilization that owes us nothing and wants nothing from us. Maybe the real mystery isn't what they're hiding. Maybe it's whether we're finally wise enough to leave them alone. If you made it this far, you'll love what's coming next. Hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.